Are you ready for some Jersey? Well, we've got Jersey. The zipper was made here. The light bulb was made here. The color television calls the Garden State home. Everybody wants to know about New Jersey. Sandy beaches, beautiful cities. We even have the Jersey Turnpike. Inventors, music, the movies. You need an exit? We got them too. You want Jersey? This is Jersey. We're in Montclair, New Jersey, visiting Mediterranea. It's home of, you guessed it, amazing Mediterranean cuisine. You may have associated Mediterranean food with one particular style, but that's not the case. Today, we speak to one of the owners, Nino Homsi, and Nino's restaurant serves a blend of Greek, Italian, Spanish, and Middle Eastern styles. We can already see the interiors full of decorations and art from all of these different countries. We can't wait to see how this mix of culture tastes. So let's head inside and try some of this incredible food.
We've kind of wanted to do a flair. Whenever you see Mediterranean type of cuisine, it's just concentrated on one type of cuisine, Middle Eastern, Greek, maybe Italian. So we wanted to do a fusion. A lot of times people are picky, so what we did is we kind of mixed it up. I think it gives it a nice little touch. A lot of people like that kind of stuff.
So there are a lot of restaurants around here. Is that what makes you unique?
Correct. It's nice to have an open type of food from different backgrounds.
Now you have a very unique decor here.
Well, the decor is again mixed. If you look around, each part of the decor has a different type of distinct features, from the Middle Eastern area to the part of Europe into even North Africa. The picture is from Italy. The swords are more from the Middle East. Different old pictures of how people used to shop, talking to their friends, sitting down, getting together. So it kind of brings it back to the old school.
Now even your chairs and others have that reminiscence as well.
All these are actually imported from Syria, as far as the furniture. And we also imported the chandeliers from Turkey. You want to feel like you're in the Middle East. That's part of this decor. In the back, we did more like a Greek-Italian type of look. To have a back party room, seats up to 100 people. We do all kinds of occasions, birthdays, anniversaries, even weddings. We've done a couple weddings. It's a really nice spot. It's very nice and cozy, which people love.
How does your clientele work here?
People come in from all over Essex County, not just Montclair. I have people driving from the city occasionally because they look for authentic type of cuisine. And weekends, we get everybody. College kids to families, and business people usually come in for lunches. So we get a nice diversified type of clientele.
Now I understand you're going to make a meal for us right now?
Yes, we are.
All right, let's go back to the kitchen.
Come on in. We decided to prepare for you the tabbouleh salad, made with diced parsley, fresh tomato, scallions, cracked wheat with a little pepper and salt. Topped with olive oil and lemon juice. The olive oil has to be extra virgin olive oil, but we get it either from Middle East, or sometimes the Greek one is actually a little bit better than the Italian. In the summertime, we like to go to the farmer's market and pick our veggies because we like everything local, as fresh as possible. When somebody comes to our restaurant, everything we make is from scratch. This is another appetizer called Guava Juice. It's fire-roasted eggplant, scallions, and bell pepper. We put a little garlic too, give it a little flavor. Very fresh, very simple, very healthy. Because what is Mediterranean food known for? It's healthiness. All natural ingredients, there's nothing extra added to it. And then for entree, we're going to have mariscata, which is pasta served with mixed seafood. It's in either a red sauce or a white sauce. He's going to start by sauteing the garlic and basil with olive oil. He's preparing our linguine to add to the pasta. That's one of my favorite pastas with this dish. This is the branzini as part of the dish. Again, this is a mixed seafood dish. So you got head-on large shrimp. Fish needs to cook, and each different fish has different time scales. Now he's adding the mussels and clams with a little spices, give it a little flavor. Clams, mussels has to be steamed. The fish that's ready, he's going to add that to the dish. Now he's added a fresh tomato, a little thyme. He's added the homemade tomato basil sauce. We added calamari and shrimp to the dish. Puts a little cilantro. Again, this is just going to simmer, get the flavor of all the seafood together. He's put in the pasta. He tries to keep it as al dente as possible, and it absorbs the flavor of the seafood.
Smells good.
You're gonna love it. He always lines up the clams and mussels on the outside, the pasta in the center, and the seafood on top. And then the sauce, of course, rolls right down the bottom.
Nice big portions here too, right?
People get their money's worth. Give them a good portion, make sure they're satisfied, and they'll come back again, guaranteed. The best way to have any grilled meal is on a natural burning wood grill. Nothing better than have a natural charcoal grill. This is our trio grilled kebab. You got the chicken kebab, the chopped beef, and the lamb kebab. We'll start with the chicken kebab because that takes the longest to cook. I'd say close to 7 to 10 minutes.
with your meat? Do you get high quality meat?
We get high quality meat. We also offer halal meals. We try to cater some of those customers that are looking for that. We just added the rest of the kebabs to get them cooking. We decided to go medium, I think, on the lamb, so that's usually the best way to have the lamb. This is part of our grilled vegetable platter. A little oil, a little Mediterranean mixed spices. Great for vegetarians and health conscious people. It's a very popular kebab item, homemade garlic sauce, and we also do a yogurt sauce with a little garlic and dried mint.
Nino is going to take us to the dining room to taste, test, and devour all of this Mediterranean food. Boy, Nino, you do a great job here. I have to come over here more often.
Yeah, I try my best, you know.
Everything from pita to chicken to lamb.
This is as thick as you're gonna get, again, from all different parts of Middle East, even Greece, Italy, even a lot of garlic, onion, olive oil. Those are the three probably biggest things in most of the items. If you look around, you know, all the stuff on this table, pretty much everything has olive oil. Maybe a garlic or an onion, if not both. Again, everything like that, that's what gives the flavor in the Middle Eastern, even Greek dishes. We started over here on the left. We have the baba ghanoush.
The taste is vibrant. The pita is nice and fresh.
Pita bread goes great with it, and some people even like pickles. We have our own homemade pickles.
Like you mentioned earlier, all healthy food.
All healthy food.
With a lot of protein, right?
Correct, correct. A lot of times, you know, that's what you're looking for. Parsley is actually a protein source. People don't think about that, but it is. I've been in the restaurant business about 23 years. I was about 13 years old when I got my first job as a busboy. My brother and I started our first restaurant in Morris Plains on Route 10 called Pasta Fina. And then again, we decided about 9 years ago to come home and open this place together again. And it's a family-owned and operated business. I can cook myself. That's part of being in a restaurant business. You learn every aspect of it. You can cook if you need a chef. My brother was sick one day. I jumped in the back, put on my chef coat, and did whatever we need to do.
Now, I found this to be unique. Chicken, lamb, beef. I don't think I've ever had all three of them together.
Garlic, dried mint, and yogurt sauce goes great with the lamb.
All right, let me try that.
It all goes great together.
Fresh.
Again, everything is marinated for more flavor, so you don't have to worry about eating a meat that's going to be very dry, no flavor. I like mine medium. Some people might like it rare. Some people might like it well done.
Very good. So I know the Moniscata is your favorite. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I love seafood. You know, I've always have. Other than kebabs, that's probably my other dish I would always get on the menu.
And that's a big portion. Could you finish that in a night?
I can finish it. I've done it before. A lot of times people, when they go out to restaurants, they get these little seafood dishes and they pay a pretty penny for it. We want to make sure you're full. You get your money's worth. This is guava juice. We usually do guava, mango, pomegranate, cranberry, orange. Oh,
heaven. It tastes a little bit like pineapple, but you say it's guava.
It's 100% guava juice.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow, the food was great here. Let our viewers know about Mediterranean. How can they find out more about you?
You could do a couple different ways. You can call us at 973-744-1300 and speak to one of our staff members, or you can get on our website at mediterraneanj.com. So you have a couple different ways. If you're looking for one of the best meals you'll ever have in your life, from Middle Eastern, Greek to Italian, you can bring your girlfriend, family member, friends. I guarantee it. The food here is the real deal.
Welcome back to This is Jersey. We're in the hub of Morris County, Denville, New Jersey, and we have stopped by Thatcher McGhee's, a family of Irish immigrants who put their heart and soul into their establishment, owns and runs this restaurant and pub. We've heard that Thatcher McGhee's provides not only great food and drink, but a great atmosphere for the end of the workday. There's a good crowd inside. Let's go on in and talk to pub manager Jason about why this place is so special. So Jason, Thatcher McGhee's is a staple here in Denville. How'd you get started here?
Well, we started actually with the Irish theme in the first restaurant in Pompton Lakes. That was the two owners' original place. And then we opened up here in 2012. They purchased a restaurant and then they renovated it to go with the Irish theme.
Yeah, so you have Irish all over the place. A lot of work was involved in doing that, right?
A lot of design was done with it, and the owners are both of Irish heritage. All the antiques and stuff like that collected from their parents. So a lot of that stuff came directly from Ireland.
Now you have live music here on the weekends?
Yes, we do. We have music Thursdays. We have karaoke. Fridays DJ. Saturdays we have live bands, and Sundays we have live acoustic music mostly. Sometimes with an Irish flair. We have the foot traffic here. You know, we get a lot of them coming in just to kind of check us out, and from that we end up getting a lot of long-term customers. So that's great. Well, as you could probably tell when you walked in, we had a similar thatching, it's called, and it's where we got our name. It was actually created by an authentic thatcher, which is kind of hard to find. We use the same guy for all 3 of our restaurants. This is what an authentic cottage would have looked like. I mean, you have the fireplace, they're cooking their tea over there. They got their clothesline of clothes up there drying. So, I mean, some of it's kitschy, but some of it is pretty authentic, so.
So I guess the owners really want to keep within the Irish.
Yeah, it's their heritage and it's what they want everyone else to know about, you know, when they're coming in to see their place.
Now, do you have a signature drink here?
Well, we have a pretty long cocktail list and it's always changing. We actually do a drink of the week, so we have something new every week for people to try. We have a lot of that going on, and we also have a drink of the day, a cocktail of the week. We try to mix things up as much as possible, keep people interested.
Can we try one?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go. You know, between the whole bar area, we probably could sit over 100 people.
Now, you have happy hour here. Tell me, you have happy hour.
We have happy hour 4 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. You get $1 off all drinks. We have complimentary hot food over there, and we pass sandwiches around throughout. So we have performers here as well as trivia on Wednesdays. We have installed a PA system, which is somewhat rare in bars these days. So people don't have to bring as much stuff, and we can kind of control it and get a good sound.
With a lively crowd like this in here, the drinks were flowing throughout our time. The bartender prepared a special drink specifically tailored for Thatcher McGhee's.
Today I'm making a Celine special. It's kind of the take on a mimosa. Take an orange, give it a little muddle, get the juice out. You fill the glass with ice, get a little Chambord, about a ½ ounce champagne, top it with orange juice. Good to go.
Wow, very nice. A little fruity in there, right?
Yeah, definitely. A little orange.
Thatcher McGhee's doesn't only offer drinks, they offer delicious food on a full menu, and people are clamoring to eat here. Next, we'll go to the kitchen to see them prepare a classic Irish dish. So what are we making here today?
Well, one of our specialties is our corned beef and cabbage, which is, you know, a very authentic Irish traditional dish that most pubs have to have. And, I mean, we cook it in-house, so, I mean, everything's done to our flavor. When it's a big portion and people seem to come back for it. But if you're not into the Irish thing, we definitely have a fair amount of American pub grub type stuff. Burgers, cheesesteaks, things like that. So this is the cabbage, which is the beginning part of it. Our corned beef and cabbage are all cooked together, so it's a fast meal to prepare once it's in the kitchen. But it's all about the slow cooking behind the scenes. He's adding the boiled potatoes to it. It goes with the mixed vegetables, and then our delicious corned beef is what's put on last. It's the star of the show. Keeps piling it higher and higher.
That sure looks good.
Yeah, we sell a lot of it, you know. So he's going to be doing this quite a lot tonight. And on a Saturday or Sunday, you'd see this coming out more often than most things. People should come here for the food, the service, the drinks. We have entertainment 4 or 5 times a week. We got karaoke if you like singing, trivia if you like showing off how smart you are. The food is great. Everything else you can see on our website, thatchermcgees.com. There's always things changing, always new things happening.
Not only did Thatcher McGhee's excellent design make guests feel like they're in Ireland for a few hours, but the atmosphere and food took me there too. Thatcher McGhee's is located on Broadway in Denville, and if you are in Morris County, stop by and say hello or just smile as you pass. Tonight we're visiting New Brunswick's own Steakhouse 85. Maddie Terranova and Chef Brian Karlick brought this American steakhouse into fruition 8 years ago. Ever since, it's thrived not only as one of New Brunswick's best, but one of New Jersey's best restaurants. If you don't believe my word, then just ask for the wall of celebrities that have eaten here as well. I'm sure the restaurant will not disappoint. Let's head inside and speak to Culinary Institute of America grad and head chef Brian Karlick. Brian, Steakhouse 85 is the crown jewel of New Brunswick. How'd you get here?
About 8 years ago, myself and Maddie Terranova, we wanted to open a restaurant in New Brunswick. We took a look at the landscape of New Brunswick and what was missing, and we thought a steakhouse was a perfect fit.
So you have a lot of corporate clientele here as well.
Yeah.
Tell me about.
Well, you know, during the week we see a lot of corporate clientele. I mean, we're a steakhouse, it's an easy draw. But then, you know, what we really wanted to do was on the nights when it really wasn't a heavy corporate draw, to develop almost a club type feel. So we've really developed a heavy crowd of the same regulars that come in. So on those nights when it's not a heavy business crowd, we see the same faces day in and day out.
Now you have live jazz music, correct?
Friday and Saturday nights.
Tell me about that. How'd you get involved with jazz music here?
Well, it's a steakhouse, you know, all the wood, the leather, it seemed like a jazzy type place. So right from the get-go, we thought jazz would be perfect. We interviewed a few local bands, and we have a good rotating group of 6 or 7 bands that come in and out on Friday and Saturday nights.
Now, how many people can you fit here?
285 people. It's quite big. It's quite big.
And the bar, you serve all types of drinks here?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we try to keep the cocktails classic. We're a steakhouse, so we try to keep the cocktails revolving around some 21st century renditions of classic cocktails.
What makes you unique compared to others here in New Brunswick?
We like to say our restaurant has a lot of soul. You know, I mean, we're a steakhouse, and a lot of steakhouses can be known to be kind of cookie cutter, you know, black and white, very cold. We like to bring a whole lot of soul to it. So the food changes, a lot of the wine changes regularly because we have it, like I said, we have a very local, you know, quality following. We like to keep them, you know, keep them happy. So we make a lot of changes as often as we can.
Now, you're here in New Brunswick, you tie into Rutgers. I see you have a lot of photos of Rutgers out there. What's your connection there?
It felt right. We should have a really good connection with Rutgers athletics. So we see a lot of the coaches, we see a lot of the alumni. We've kind of become the, you know, the Rutgers Athletics Club, to put it lightly. Well, I thought it'd be easy to show you steak, but you're really not getting a great look, because I mean, we should have good steak. One of the other things that we're really known for is our seafood. So we're going to show you one of our fantastic seafood towers and have it put together for you.
Can we take a look at that now?
Absolutely.
Okay, so what are you making up for me here?
It's a grand tower. So this all seafood, all raw, like clams, oysters, like 4 different kind of oysters. We have Kumamoto's, K-made salts, Malpacs, and Blue Point. So it's 4 of each. They have clams, shrimp cocktail, snow crab, it's right on the top, and New Zealand massos. So I'm gonna build the whole thing. That way you can see how it looks all together.
Now, you do a lot of seafood here?
Yeah, we do all the raw bar in, you know, the hot stuff. Like we do like almost the specials, like salmon. We have grouper, it's the most sellers too.
I know you get some seafood from Cape May and other Jersey locations.
Yeah, from different places.
Chef Davia first places the oysters into the first ice platter, then takes his picks of shrimp, clams, and lands them on the second floor. Lastly, the final plate is topped off with snow crabs and mussels.
That's the whole thing. Gotta get sauces. This is mignonette. This is one of the best everybody likes to eat with the oysters. This is our special recipe. This is the Grand Tower, our Steakhouse 85.
So how do you go from executive chef to management?
Well, I like to have a little hand in everything. So I rotate from the dining room into the kitchen. It gives me a really good handle on the business as a whole.
Now, you're based in New Jersey. Do you use a lot of Jersey foods?
We try. Produce is easy. I mean, Jersey produce is you know, as a chef, it's great to use, I mean, especially in the prime months. I mean, we love, tomatoes in general. We get tomatoes coming this season, you'll see tomatoes all over our menu, especially heirlooms that I grow myself. So.
You bring your own in?
I do, I try.
What are some of the clientele that you serve? A lot of celebrities come through here?
We do. Actually, out in the foyer, you can take a look at all the different celebrities that have been here. Most recently, we've seen Shaquille O'Neal, we've seen George Foreman. He was a lot of fun.
So I guess Maddie's well known because everyone writes notes to Maddie on those photos out there. Does he come out usually?
Yeah, well, he's usually here all the time.
Steakhouse 85's kitchen was packed with the aroma of so many delicious foods ready to be devoured. It's no surprise that the chefs back there are experts at bringing out the best in the foods. But I headed back out to the dining room area to get a drink and to dive into conversation.
So far, the service has been wonderful. The appetizers were great. The bacon was actually, I have to say, maybe even a little better than Peter Luger's. This is the first time we've come here, and so far we're very impressed and very happy. I come with a bunch of business associates. We're really enjoying ourselves so far.
The head bartender introduces us to his smoked Manhattan specialty drink before I head to a special area in the steakhouse.
That up, place the glass over there. The smoke from the wood is going to stick to the glass and scent the glass. So as you drink it, you'll be able to smell the smoke as well. Sweet vermouth, Angostura bitters, a splash of Lefroy 10-year-old Scotch, Clyde May Alabama whiskey. It's a Luxardo maraschino cherry. Give it a good stir. Smoked Manhattan.
Wow, this is beautiful back here too. You have the dining area here as well, right?
This is the hallway to our private dining rooms.
And you have wine lockers here?
Yeah, this is a great amenity. These are our private wine lockers. What it is some of our guests, they'll lease a private locker for the year. We'll manage their list, but they'll bring in their own wine. And then when they come in for dinner, they have their own wine list of their wines to choose from.
Now you have memorabilia down here as well, right?
Oh, all
Eric
kinds,
LeGrand
yeah.
you have here, right?
Well, Eric LeGrand, he's great. He comes in all the time for dinner. We've got a bunch of different great things from Rutgers, some signed photos. So, everybody's always willing to throw those our way.
Now, you could fill about 100 people in the room?
About 100 people in the back room. So one of the other unique things that sets us apart from other restaurants are our private dining rooms. We have one large room that actually splits up into two. We call this our Jersey room. If we open it all the way up, it sits about 100, but it also can be divided, and you'll have your own separate entrance, and we can sit about 40 people on each side for an individual group or party. We do all kinds of things. We do everything from corporate functions. We also do a lot of birthday parties, bar mitzvahs. We even do wedding receptions, small ones, a lot of rehearsal dinners on Friday nights. It's a well-utilized room. Now, in the climate today, there's a lot of steakhouses, and we like to think that we are different from a lot of steakhouses, and I said before that we have a lot of soul. It's hard to explain what the soul is, but you see it. You see it when you come for dinner and you have a great experience, a great service. You see it in the food. There's a whole lot of love getting put into every aspect of the restaurant, and we take a whole lot of pride in this.